welcome to camp. It is Friday the 13th in 2 days. I have not played this game in what feels like several months, so I figured I might as well do a little bit of derusting. Not sure if there's going to be races, if it's going to just be me, or if it'll be like, I think last time it was just me and Cheese. Not sure what's going to happen, but I figured I should, might as well try to get a little bit more used to the game again. We also have Lorelei here. She is being very active, trying to knock things over. The girls no longer have their cheer classes on Wednesdays, so hopefully that means it won't be as many random nights where one of the kids won't go to sleep, and having a lot of issues again with my youngest daughter not going to bed. So that's always fun. But yeah, hopefully this will be a more regular thing here. Jeez, I already forgot how to do this part. Probably a good thing I'm doing this then. Figured with how many times I've done this, I'd remember how the speedrun works. Hey JR, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. That's a bad key. Much better. That was a terrible screen transition. Absolutely awful. I know. Hey J-Dubs, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yeah, I'm hoping there's definitely been talk of doing community races on Friday. Don't know how that's going to end up working out with everybody. Hopefully we'll have enough people, otherwise I'll just do, not sure, something with this game. Might try to do like Immortal runs, because it's Friday the 13th and Jason's Immortal. Hey Dimension X, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Whoops. Wait. That is completely wrong. That is something I made for Resident Evil. My plan was this past week Thursday, when I was off, I was gonna play Resident Evil for retro achievements when all of my stuff horribly broke. And I have that animation ready for a note, for one of the notes that pops up with the note emote. And I figured I'd put that up for Resident Evil, and I just decided to leave that one up for now. Hopefully any percent races, J-Dubs. Well, race percent, but yeah, the any percent route just with the race percent ROM. I feel like I'd have a pretty distinct advantage if we just did resets on the normal cart. Just because I don't think anyone else really plays the game the intended way as much as I do. Well, glad it's going better than JR. Always appreciate people enjoying the Friday the 13th. Even though my mashing is I kind of lost my mash when we had the knockout tournament, which I was terrible in. Like, really bad. Got the yip something fierce and my mash didn't work, and it seems like the mash is not quite back yet. Come on, Chrissy, follow him. That should be a 3 cycle. 311, that's there. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's going to be hosting like a specific race room. Usually it's always been all of us on our individual streams. Just like sometimes we'll get on a Discord call together and just all talk on Discord. But yeah, Twitch, I'll still be on YouTube also either way. Yeah, the race ROM basically always gives you the right seed. So instead of having to reset, you've always got Mark in the right cabin, you've always got Paul here, Chris, you've always got Jason starting at B, right down in the bottom middle. So it always gives you the right setup, instead of having, like, it was a 1 in 128, I think it was, when they did when Rossi checked everything out. They do kind of look like... I never made the Chewbacca connection before, but they really do have kind of a Chewbacca vibe to them. Hey Game Pro, hey Field Mouse, welcome in. Hope you're both having a good Wednesday. Oh yeah, Speed Gaming has a bunch... I watch Speed Gaming all the time, but yeah, that's Friday the 13th isn't something that they would really do. There's not really a very big audience for Friday the 13th races. Hey Giants, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Thanks for the good luck. You want to join us? Well, I'm not sure if we're actually doing races on Friday. There's been some talk of races. But if we end up doing anything, or even if we just goof around, you're definitely welcome to join us. Yeah, just keep an eye on the Discord. That's where we usually plan. Sometimes it's just, like last time it was just me and Cheese. We got on a Discord call together and just played the game in our respective channels. But I know Bedwell was talking about trying to get some races going. So that's why I'm trying to derust this. It's, have not played this in a while. Hey Steven, welcome in. Thanks for the good luck. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. The timer keeps track of how fast you're going. It's basically, instead of having to monitor everything on this with like our own timer, Rossi built in in-game timer for us to use. Which was really nice, because then you don't have to worry about, especially from a moderator perspective. I might have let him get away. Nope, didn't.
Looking for Giants is now a camp
Hey George,
counselor.
welcome in. Thanks for having have a good Wednesday. Giants, thank you so much for the 6-month resub. Enjoy the emotes, enjoy the ad-free viewing. Enjoy the Chrissy dance. Actually, I think that's called a jam. I should know the name of my own emotes. Wilford Brimley Immortal. I could do stuff like that with the Wilford Brimley ROM hack is hilarious. Oh, geez, the timer's still running. You wouldn't think the Venn diagram of people that know how to do ROM hacks like Friday the 13th and like Wilford Brimley would have any overlap at all, but it does, and it's awesome. Ooh, that's gonna be a 4-cycle at best. There we go. Oh yeah, there's no rush on the ROM hack. The Big 20 sees. I'm definitely looking forward to watching that race again. It's on a Saturday, isn't it? They're usually always like a Saturday afternoon. I know last time I just turned it on the TV in the living room and had the race on for pretty much the entire time it was going. Luckily for me, the kids weren't interested in watching anything on the TV. They were playing nicely in their bedrooms, so I got uninterrupted watching Twitch time. On the big TV in the living room too, which is always nice. Oh, Derusting Dead Rising, perfect for this time of year. It's always good to play the spooky games. I know a lot of people just choose October, but I like to move that stuff out into September also. Like, I'll start putting up Halloween decorations September 1st. If stores start putting out Christmas stuff in the middle of summer, I can put out Halloween stuff in September. October 5th, that should be... I might actually put that on my calendar. Though it'd probably be pretty hard to forget when the Big 20 is. Especially when you see it, it get like so many more people are like practicing stuff for it as it gets closer. I don't know if the group I'm part of on Twitter that does horror parody accounts is doing anything for Halloween. We usually do have like a Halloween event that we do, but I don't know if anything's happening this year. Oh, I didn't know Deja Vu was a spooky game. Granted, I didn't really know much of anything about it. Ghoul School definitely sounds like one. And obviously Nightmare on Elm Street. Can't go wrong with that. Lorelei, I see you there. That was really close. Oh, okay, that's like the point and click one. That kind of plays similar to like a shadow game. Okay. I gotcha. Apparently I did know a little bit about that one. Just had to have my memory jogged. Oh, wait, that was a 4 cycle. Hey, stop running away that quickly. Uh-oh. So at least the consistency is here. I'm not constantly dying. I'm finishing runs, that's a plus. Uninvited, that was the other one. I was like, isn't there another one that's kind of similar to Deja Vu and that was Uninvited? Local sheriff asked you to stop decorating for Christmas? Were the decorations like really excessive or really bright? Yeah, I have Ghoul School. I think that's the one I have. GH. Yep. Ghoul School. Yeah, Shadowgate I knew. I wonder if Space Colonizer was doing like, he was trying to do a like Taz and routing stuff for Godzilla. I wonder if he's gonna end up doing the Big 20. Oh, he is? Okay, yeah, Space Colonizer he's amazing. Like the Jaws, his work alone has shaved like 25 seconds off of the game. Like no one else has the mental ability to figure out the RNG tables and come up with the script and everything. And his guide for, like the guides he makes for Jaws, it's so complicated for like all these little movements, and he makes it look so easy. Just like with the way he explains it, he makes it, everything just seems so simple when it's really not. So like you're watching his video, you're like, oh yeah, this makes sense, and then you think it's gonna be a breeze, and then you get into it, you're like, this is not as easy as it felt when I was learning this. Well, even if it's got a bad ending, it probably can't be worse than the ending for this. As much as I love this game, the ending is pure garbage. But then you look at the Wilford Brimley ROM hack, which is just the same thing with different text, and that is hysterical. Wait a minute. Wrong path. That was the wrong way. So I feel like, I mean, my times are not great, but if my mash is still off, my times are not going to be spectacular anyway. The big thing for me is just consistently finishing. I had a plan, too, to how I was going to get my mash back, and it's clearly not working that well. Some melted decorations in the yard? Yeah, that could... I could see some people... I think that would be funny. But I'm also one of those people that, like, I like my Halloween decorations to be creepy and not, like, the cartoony ones. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think he's gone. That's okay. Had to happen one of these times. Where'd he go? Okay, we're just gonna wait for him here. Coward. Giant spiders with kid-sized skeletons. Oh, I love that! It's like the story it's telling. Empty lunch boxes? See, that's just genius. See, like, a friend of mine, we used to go, like, he'd go all out. I did Halloween with him for probably about 10 years between high school and, well, we stopped a couple years ago. But, like, his entire front yard would be like a cemetery, and they'd have a wraparound porch, and I'll try to see if I can find a couple Discord links to send you for that giant. A couple links on Discord, because that was what he did, too. It was some of the most fun I'd have all year. I was always Jason. There was some foreign exchange students that were from, I think it was Denmark, that were there for Halloween, and we scared the crap out of them. He made a woman that was probably in her early 30s pee herself. He popped up and scared her. It was so much fun. You'd get, like, there'd be high school kids walking through that they'd try to be really tough about everything, like, oh yeah, I'm not scared, blah blah blah, and then they'd be really tense and they wouldn't walk up his driveway or anything like that. I have two big animatronics. I've got it's like a 7-foot tall angel of death, and then a dog that jumps out of a little pretend dog house. But nothing that would work for sitting in a chair that I could dress in purple and teal. Long dodge. Long dodge. That worked really well. Usually my long dodges are not that good. Okay, that was a pretty solid mash. That was not. That was horrible. But still completed. That's what's important. Let's see, where are my save state numbers? Samuel L. Jackson as Pennywise? No, that is hilarious. I'm trying to picture that in my head. As fast as you can mash, it's basically you can have one projectile on the screen at a time. So if you mash too early while one's still in the air, that'll cause you to lose your rhythm. So like if you're like PGH and you've got a really fast natural mash, his just works out really well where he can keep the rhythm really good while keeping the mash up. I cannot keep my mash rhythm. I've completely lost my ability to mash. But as long as you've got one projectile on the screen at a time, you're fine. I try to listen to the audio of when Jason gets hit to start hitting again, but I always get myself thrown off. Running. Oh, I've heard about those capture the flag things with the where like they've got a bunch of people that are dressed up like zombies. They had one friend of mine went to a couple years ago. I don't know why anyone would sign up to be a zombie for this, but like you were on they have a train that goes to this big haunted house, and I think he said they were like shooting paintballs at the zombies or something, and that just seems really, like, I don't know if he was just like trying to get me to believe something or hoping I was gullible, or if they actually were shooting paintballs at people that were pretending to be zombies. That feels like it'd be really painful for the zombies. I think I want to start to work on a little bit of, that is not what, no, I need to get, there we go. Let's turn the in-game menu back on. I want to try to get used to doing damageless path fights again here, just in case nothing ends up happening on Friday. I'm still hoping something will, but you never know. So just in case life gets in the way, it was slot 83. Oh, that's right, you have to hit load state. Okay, I have no idea where he is. That might be this. I should have written down where he was on this. Let's try pick and mark. Or let's try state 84. Okay, there we go. Much better. One of these days, I am going to start doing serious attempts on a low percent perfect. Let's see, where are we? We're by the original starting cabin. That's 3. I'm completely comfortable with day 1 and 2 path fights, and cabin fights, no matter what day it is, I should feel like I never should be getting hit. It's trying to manage things on day 3. Like here, you should not be just running, if you're trying to go hitless, you should not be just running through the lake. You should be making it dusk. And then once it's dusk, using the buddy crow. But since this isn't an actual run, I figure why bother with that. Let's see, he was on B, so that means he'd be going to A next. Yeah, that was... Which one is he? Let's save to get away from the cave. I mean, the lake. No, he was, yeah, he was on the forest route there, so now he'll be on the cave route. And we caught up to him. That was 3. Yeah, if anyone has any questions on anything in particular with how the game works here, like not just related to anything, definitely feel free to ask away. It's not like I'm doing, well, even if I am doing like a run or something like that, I have no problem like stopping that once it's over and going over something if anyone's got questions. Because this is a pretty complicated game. Oh, thanks, Giants. I don't think I've ever seen The Shining. I know the line unless here's Johnny, right? One of these days I will finish the series of YouTube guides I was working on too. Come on. I almost got hit by a zombie there. 1, 2. Like, there's so many horror movies that I haven't seen. Oh, is The Shining a Stephen King? I hate when he has the machete. For some reason, the fists and the axe don't really bother me in the house, but for some reason, him having the machete throws me off. Got him. I know there's some, I don't want to name anything in particular because sometimes people get mad, but there are some, like, book or movie adaptations that are absolute garbage. 3, 4. Yeah, I feel like if I can get a little bit better at reacting to his initial charge on these day 3 path fights, doing the full low percent perfect should not be a very difficult, well, it'll be difficult, but it should be manageable. Should be counting here, but see, that's how you want to do it. 4 hits before you even have to jump once. Hey, GRZ, or GRZ, or however, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, I'll just say GRZ. Welcome in, hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh, was that, Return to Camp Blood or something, that the 1986 PC game? I've watched people play that. It looked, and maybe it was a different one, or maybe I'm mixing that up with the Halloween one. There were a bunch of old Nintendo, like a bunch of D-makes of, it was, I think, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, and Friday the 13th. Nothing wrong with throwing Laura in the pit in the cave. That's what she deserves. Oh, see, that's my issue there, is trying to avoid that. And I'm pretty sure there's a way to manipulate it. I just haven't figured that out yet. Shouldn't have done that one. Get away from me. See, I'm trying to stand at like roughly 3/4-ish of the way back on the screen and trying to hit him with a rock as he runs up. Oh, Commodore 64, okay. That's a Christmas game? Well, I mean, if they have to because they messed up the development time, I guess, might as well. Hopefully it sold well enough for them. I really wish I could be doing this as Chrissy, not Mark. Can possibly get a couple twofers where you end up getting 10 rocks in. Two more to go. And got him. Oh, they became IDOS. And they ended up doing Tomb Raider then, didn't they? Well, Jason's got a lot of marks from these rocks. Yikes. He's nothing but a giant bruise at this point. Oh, jeez. I really need to remember to count hits. And I suppose that doesn't matter as much here. If it was a real run, yes, count hits. But when I'm just basically doing this to derust, which surprisingly, I feel like this is getting to the point of cabin fights. Where even if it's been a couple months, aside from that part with the zombie, I'm still doing better than I thought I would. Yeah, for all we know, Jason might actually not... that could be his skin color. He could just have purple skin. And he could just have one giant or he could be the Grimace. That's also correct. Don't know who I like more from the McDonald's lineup, Grimace or the Hamburglar. Uh-oh. No, that one was sloppy. As I just finished saying, oh yeah, I think I'm not having issues, doing really good, no rust, and then that happens. Oh, okay, so he didn't even throw an axe that time. Okay, so let's see, if we stand back here, he runs straight up. We go here, he backs up. Okay, but okay, I'm trying to figure out what his pattern is here. Like, what causes him to not back up? He backed up there. Maybe I have to keep moving? No, he's still backed up. So that accomplished a whole lot of nothing. I thought I was figuring out a little pattern there. The NECA Friday the 13th is awesome. I've got one behind me there. Music box is unfortunately not working very well anymore. But it did work at one point. Oh geez, we're done. Maybe after this one I'll reset up the save state so it'll just be path fights. I really want to focus more on the path fights and less on cabin fights. Because cabin fights, I still feel like I should be able to do a cabin fight in my sleep. And if I can get to that point on path fights, then low percent perfect is going to be a breeze. There we go. This will be a good spot to chase Jason down. Or Grimace. That was not good. I jumped into his shoulder. 5. See, if you had Chrissy here, you can get a 10th rock in there, and if you can turn the screen at the right time, you can get a 10th hit in on Jason as he's running away, and the screen is sitting there. So you can actually take 2 bars of health away from him in one battle with rocks. And that really shrinks the number of fights you have to do. Hey Gunslinger, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Happy almost Friday the 13th. Yikes. How did I not get hit there? Well, I guess we're not out of the water yet. How? I'm looking at my health and it's full, but I feel like it shouldn't be. Four. 5. Like, I feel like I should have got hit there. He could... the distilling whiskey, that would also explain why so many of the kids from camp are... Like, why there's people going into the cave, and why the kids are all hanging out. Well, granted, those kids are probably, like, elementary school age, but... if they were actually high schoolers and these counselors were 20, at least if they were anything like people in my high school, I think I was one of the few that wasn't already drinking in high school. I was always the DD. Which worked, because I had no interest in drinking, and then if any of my friends were going to be drinking, then they wouldn't have to worry about driving. And I would love to, like, if I ever learn assembly well enough, I would love to try to expand on this game. There's so much more I'd like to do with it. Hey, Heb, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. I'm still holding out a hope that the Friday the 13th game Harry Manfredini mentioned is basically just a reskin of the 2017 game. because like to me, like Dead by Daylight, even Killer Clowns, Texas Chainsaw, none of them just have that same charm that Friday did. Like, I think even if it wasn't Friday the 13th and it was just like random summer camp game, I think I'd still, well, I would still like that because, like, I just love the gameplay of that. There's nothing quite like being the last counselor alive and having Jason tunneling on you and trying to get you. That's why I played that game for so long. For the first 6 months that was out, I had a group of people that we had just kind of all met each other in random lobbies, and then it's like, oh hey, you're actually playing the game and not trolling. And for 6 months we'd play basically every night. It's like my oldest daughter at the time, she'd go to sleep and then I'd go down here and I'd play Friday the 13th. She was only 4 at the time. Or was she 3? Well, she must have been 3, because it was before my youngest daughter was born. Hatchet would work too. Unfortunately, well, my oldest daughter, she'll play Sonic the Hedgehog. She likes Sonic. My youngest likes playing Shredder's Revenge. She loves Ninja Turtles, but only Shredder's Revenge. And occasionally she'll want to play the arcade game on the Super Console X. But usually it's Shredder's Revenge. She likes to play Michelangelo, and she calls him Mondo Notion Dude, because that's what he says when you pick him. You have to throw the rocks, Mark. Hey, why was I waiting to throw the rock until I got to the other end? I guess that would work too. Got a lot more space. I need to figure out what causes him to not throw the axe. Like, not back away and throw the axe. Sometimes he'll stop and throw the axe before he backs away. Other times he just keeps going. If I can figure out how to tell what he's doing there. Lorelai, come on. Yeah, so, like, I'm surprised Dead by Daylight, not Dead by Daylight, 7 Days to Die finally left the early access. That was in beta for, like, 12 years? What is the kill count? Do they just, like, do they go over the number of kills? Do they discuss the kills? I'm not familiar with that. Here you go, Lorelai. Yes, I know. You don't like me talking to people that aren't, well, you don't like, you're technically not people, I guess. I talk to you like you're a person. I am one of those people that has conversations with my cats, if that wasn't obvious already. Sometimes she will meow back, too. Other times she'll just knock something off the desk and protest. As long as it's not my top loader, I'm fine. Yeah, I do that. We have two Shih Tzus named Freddy and George, and if I just walk upstairs and if I'm in the room and I say George's name, he'll drop whatever he's doing and run over and like try to give face kisses and everything. He's very, very affectionate. Freddy is too in his own way. He's kind of he prefers my wife to everybody else. And I'm George's favorite, but George also just, he'll love anyone that is willing to look at him or give him attention. Like even the techs at the vet when they're like giving him shots, or the groomers giving him a bath and a haircut, he's trying to lick their faces the whole time. Okay. I'll try to dig that up. I am the same way, Field Mouse. I would much rather, like, aside from, like, immediate family, wife and kids, I'd rather just talk to the animals in the house and them. And, like, my parents, siblings, that kind of stuff. Like, if I have no problem not talking to people if I don't have to. It's like, animals are never gonna... Like, people do terrible things all the time. And animals, unless they're trained to do that, they won't. Or unless people have done something to make them that way. It's like the whole thing with people thinking pit bulls are these big, scary, evil dogs. It's like, no, they're not. One of my daughter's best friends their family has a pit bull, and that dog is so sweet. Like, the first time we brought her over there for a play date, the dog ran out of the garage and was jumping up. She was greeting us. She was so happy. And my wife had commented to the girl's mom, she's like, wow, your pit bull is so nice. And it's like, that's how they are if they're well taken care of. Hey Chris, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. It's just unfortunate that a lot of those dogs, like a lot of dogs and cats and whatever, like, people are just jerks. Like, I've said it before, I don't think people as a whole, I don't think we deserve dogs, but I'm glad we have them. Oh, does he get really scared? And I've heard that they'll start to shake and everything. And I hope like you don't have a lot of fireworks around there then too, because I'm guessing that's got to be miserable. Yeah, it's like our dogs are. Freddie will be 3 in November, and George just turned 1 a couple months ago. And I'm already dreading that they're not going to be around forever. Like Lorelei here, she's 19. I've had, like, she's been with me almost half my life. Right, sweetie? So it's like, I know, like, I always try to... Yep, Zelda and Lorelei are both 19. And actually, both of them, Lorelei the vet was expecting her kidneys to give out about a year ago. They gave her 2 years, 3 years ago. And she's still doing really well. Like she just had at her last checkup, they did the blood work and everything. And like, yeah, I mean, I pay $200 a month for special kidney food for them. But to me, that's worth it. Like, you never know when something's gonna click and they're just gonna stop eating, so I always try to take advantage of that time. Well, like, there's a reason I'm not shooing her down when she's sitting up here. Like, usually I'll sleep down here in the bed because I get up at 4:30 every morning, and rather than waking up my wife and kids, because they usually get up around 5:30 or 6, I'll sleep down here, and if I'm down here, Lorelei, she'll come up and she'll lay, like, she scratches at the wall behind my head until I lay on my back so she can curl up right here under my arm. And it's really, really irritating when she does that, but at the same time, like, I know there's gonna be a day where I'm gonna be sitting there laying here wishing I was hearing that scratching on the wall, so I have to enjoy it while I can. Oh, that sucks, Shredder. Sorry to hear that. That's... yeah, there's... pets are... they're just like family. At least that's, to me, that's how they are. Where'd Jason go? Oh, I'm glad. If I can make a difference, any positivity I can put into the world is a good thing. There's so many negative things happening, and I'd like to... my goal is to make people realize that this game is awesome and not terrible. And to also try to bring a little bit of positivity in. Where is he? Yeah, I wish... well, Zelda... she's kind of a cuddler, but she's not, like, she's more... rats. During the day, like, she'll come in when I'm working and she'll sit on my lap, but usually she won't really come in the bedroom much. Well, not so much a bedroom. This is like a... well, I don't know. I guess it's technically more of a bedroom than the previous owners. This was like a second living room. It was just in the basement. I don't know if you call it like a den or a great room or something like that. But then I put all my old video game stuff down here, and then there's like some weights, recumbent bike, and a bed. And then the other room has like a dry bar and a couch and all that fun stuff. And a bunch of cat toys. Even though, like, I used to buy all these really expensive cat toys, and Zelda and Lorelei would be more interested in just playing with a simple paper football. They loved paper footballs, but they didn't care, unless it was this one wire with these little cardboard things on it. They liked that, but aside from that, it was just paper footballs that they were interested in. Oh, thanks, Mouse. I appreciate that. Oh, I was actually watching Slackinator try Beetlejuice earlier this week. And he was trying to figure out what the stomp did, because it didn't seem to really work on anything. That was right after he got Ninja Gaiden 2 damageless. Right now I'm just trying to do a little bit of derusting. I'm not sure. I'm definitely... unless one of my kids gets, like, violently ill, even if I have to start, like, at 8:30 or, well, like, around this time, it's almost 9 my time. But I will be playing this at some point Friday night, assuming there isn't some kind of big catastrophe. Because it's Friday the 13th, this is... for as much as I play other things, this game is still my bread and butter. And I will be doing something with it on Friday. If it's... hopefully we'll have community races. I know that was being discussed. I know Bedwa was talking about it. Not sure if Cheese would be interested, or if she'd like host, or something. Giants sounded like she might be interested. Otherwise, like a couple, last time I think it was just Cheese and I just got on a Discord call and we were both playing this. Oh, I can definitely, even if it's, like, if it's races, I'm rusty, terribly rusty, can't mash anymore. We'll do terribly, but my goal is always just to finish the run. If I can finish the run, that's good enough for me. Like when we had the knockout tournament with Best of NES, oh, I was horrible there. But that was so much fun. I think I probably would have been a lot less nervous if I would have just done commentary on that. Because I had a lot of fun doing comms with PGH there. How PGH can still play at such a high level while doing commentary, it's remarkable. Because, like, you're not just watching yourself, you're trying to... Well, I mean, you're primarily focusing on yourself, but you're still looking at how other people are doing and running right into an axe, taking an axe right in the stomach. Maybe I'll go back to actual not any percent, race percent runs after I get hit next. Just kind of keep going back and forth a little bit. That was 4. Yep, yeah, speed gaming. They actually have 6 different speed gaming channels. At least I think there's... I follow up to speed gaming 6. And then there's like Super Metroid specific ones, A Link to the Past specific ones. There's like Final Fantasy randomizer specific ones. They have so many cool, like really cool channels for that. Wait, why am I in here? In-game menu off. We want in-game menu off for race percent. Otherwise, I end up loading a save state when I'm trying to grab a letter. At least if I'm doing the menuing. Right. Wait, what? What is that? What game did I load? No. No, let's stop it. Okay, let's go back. Friday the 13th race 2.0. Race percent. There we go. I don't know what I loaded there. Speed gaming is... I don't know if they'd be interested in hosting a Friday the 13th thing. They're very family friendly there. And especially with races, we can be very, there can be a lot of cursing. Yeah, if you ever want to find the axe in the cabin here, just go up, down, and then after you get the letter, when you're doing the quick torch, it'll be sitting on the floor on the way out. The cabin machete is a good one to get, though, especially if you're not, like if you're doing something where you're not able to get the torch or the axe. So much quicker than killing, was it 80 or 60 zombies or trying to deal with Pamela. Yeah, I had to figure out how to get that axe to spawn for, the Pamela power-up speedrun, because you need the axe when you kill Pamela, because then it'll give you the machete after. That machete, the torch. And you want to get the torch, but you have to kill Pamela each time, so that saves quite a bit of time then. Oh, like in the cabins? Like where you go side to side? Tasmanian... I forgot about the Tasmanian Devil. Oh, for that, you just, down and left or down and right? Oh, I'm not in a fight right now. Oh, I don't have the input display up, but yeah, you just do down and left or down and right. And if you do down and left, they'll dodge to the left, down and right, they dodge to the right. It's really no difference, it's all personal preference. For me, I like going to the right. I know D. Tysonator would do right, left, because he's just that much better. Yeah, just down and right or down and left. You have to hit them, I don't think it's at the exact same time, I think there's a little bit of a window for it. But yeah, you just, I just hold it like this and I hit them both with my thumb. I only do right when I'm doing like a only pressing right challenge. Wait, we got a kick mark out, don't we? Yeah, cabin, once you get the hang of cabin fights, especially like on when you figure out how day 3 works and how it works when he's moving fast, cabin fights become really easy with a little practice. Still got a 9 with that torch at his feet. And then a 7, that's not great. No, still 4 cycles fine. Got him. Tasmanian Devil makes me want to play, what is it, Tiny Toons again. That was a common rental in our house. Surprisingly good platformer, too. You never know with some of that licensed stuff, like for all the, like, G.I. Joe's Nightmare on Elm Street, this. You've also got things like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I've never played Bugs Bunny's Birthday Blowout, but I do have it. Actually, the best Tiny Toons game, though. Let's see, where are they? Down here, I got Tiny Toons 2 and Tiny Toons 1, but the best Tiny Toons game, where is it? Right here. Cartoon Workshop. That was this one, Field Mouse. I loved Cartoon Workshop. Yeah, that Cartoon Workshop is actually where I learned how to do animations. Like, let's see.
Hello, Mommy.
Like how to do stuff like this. I animate all these myself when I get the game sprites. And I learned how basic animation works from Cartoon Workshop. But what if I want to forget about Action 52 and Cheetah Man? Oh, we were just talking about Tiny Toon Shredder. I should... Oh no, I don't... I always did the same thing. I always took Furball into the city and had him, like, falling off of buildings and stuff like that. I don't think I ever really used any other scene except Furball in the city when I played that. Good game, though. Cartoon Workshop was... I mean, I played that game as a kid, and I remembered enough about how basic animation works that once I got A-Sprite, I was able to take game sprites and make stuff like that. And heck, that's what my overlay is just an it's a... What's the word I'm looking for? A looped animated GIF. Or GIF, or however you want to pronounce it. That I still need to finish. There's still a lot left to go on that. And it's been like this, it's been half finished for what, 2 years? how far you want the game away from you. That's how I used to, as a kid, I hated this scrolling shooter called Fantasy Zone. I rented it once and I'm like, this is the dumbest game I've ever played. This is stupid, I hate it. And then I played it again a couple years ago and I'm like, I really like that. Reminded me a lot of Over Horizon. Well, granted, Over Horizon was something I didn't play until very recently. More of Darius Twin. Which might still be my favorite of that type of game. At least for now. I haven't actually played Over Horizon yet. I've just listened to the soundtrack a bunch of times, because the soundtrack is incredible. There we go. Yeah, for October... my current plan is, like I said, on Thursday, I just looked at the Resident Evil thing up there, and I was like, I was gonna do Resident Evil this past Thursday when everything broke. But my plan for October is to, like, play through a lot of the Resident Evil stuff, maybe try to do some retro achievements on those. The only problem is my Super Console will not play those, will not connect to retro achievements for those. It will for NES games, but for some reason not for PlayStation, so I have to play those on my desktop, and that means I have to like reset all the audio for alerts and everything. And hope I don't forget that, because that would mess a lot of things up, and then nothing would be able to be heard. Gotta play, even if it's just like one quick playthrough, I should play through Jaws again. Oh, Chrissy, don't throw it at his feet. Why is she throwing it at his feet? Well, there is the... Let's, I used to have a soundboard where I just hit a button and it would play different sound clips. It was all on my desktop though, but that program had a common issue where it would make your mic audio sound like you were in a wind tunnel. And it took weeks, but I finally figured out that was the cause, so now I can't have my lovely soundboard, but that you give me an idea here. Where is it? Jason in Haddonfield. Now this ROM hack is amazing. The music they have for it and everything. Unfortunately, it's just Lori. And they still have, they just changed the graphics with the background music here. But listen to that. Oh, that's right, I picked George Laurie. We need Chrissy Laurie. Wait. Okay, so they just changed the sprite colors a little bit. They all have the same hair. They all, like, they've still got the short hair, but now it's the long hair, but the face sprite has been changed. Yeah, for as much as I do not care for Laurie Strode, I think she's I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I do not think Lori is a very good final girl. I think Rachel from Halloween 4 is the best of that franchise. I should go get the torch. Like, I think Nancy Thompson, best final girl, Ginny Field, Chris Higgins, all very good. Wait, what? Can I not get the torch letter here? There we go. Yeah, Amy Steele was so good. Okay, well, we're gonna switch to this Lori. Enemy. They couldn't have just called him Mike. And I know they were limited in the amount of characters they could use. But it would have been nice if they would have put at least Mike or Mikey. But I mean, Enemy works. Yes, the good old woods of Haddonfield. Wait a minute. Michael hates fire the most. I love Part 2 is probably my second favorite Friday movie after 6. Alright, so he was at the cave, so he's going to be going to the kids, the children of Haddonfield. Wait a minute. Oh wait, this is night, isn't this? Is night now. I wonder if this starts the game as night. Oh hey Honor, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Completely mixed up that avatar with someone else's, so I thought I already said hi about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, Part 4, I mean, I liked Part 4, but I wouldn't put it in the same tier as I would, like, 6 and 2. Or 3. I absolutely, like, I loved Freddy vs. Jason. That movie was made for someone like me that just wanted to see... I thought they did a really good job of finally getting Freddy and Jason together in a way that made sense. Yep, this is a Halloween ROM hack that changes Michael to Jason to Michael. Wait. He was on cave, he's going to forest. Okay. Maybe I should stop running into everything. He's probably gone through there by now. So we're just gonna go wait. Oh, Part 5. I think if Part 5 kind of, to me at least, it suffers from the same thing Halloween 3 does. And that's that they lose a lot by not having Michael or Jason. Like, if it was a standalone movie, I think it would have been a... Whoa. Was not expecting him to pop up there right that early. Like, I think if it was more of a standalone, it would have been received a lot better. But it wasn't. Yeah, there were definitely some cringe parts in Freddy vs. Jason. I don't know what I would... what would I have called it? I know, like, it's hard to know, like, how generic you could have... I don't think you could have really been that generic back in those days. Like, we've got Scary Movie... Well, not Scary Movie now, but... Oh, yeah, Halloween 4 might actually be, like, my favorite overall horror movie. I know that's something a lot of people don't like to hear, that I, like, putting Halloween 4 over Halloween 2 or something like that, 1 or 2. But I loved Halloween 4, but yeah, 5 and 6 were both absolute trash. I think 5, well, if you switch Tina and Rachel's deaths in 5, I think it's a lot more watchable. But building Rachel up as much as they did in 4, and then just having her be completely different and like not aware of anything that's going on. Like, the Rachel in 4 would not have made the same mistakes the Rachel in 5 did. Oh yeah, the blonde and I mean the pink or blonde haired mask, that was a thing. Like, how do they not notice that while they're filming, or how does someone not say, hey, we're gonna go get a good mask for this? Huh, you apparently start with the flashlight in this one. Alright, let's see. I think they replaced Pamela with a clown head here. Yep. I really gotta remember the day 2 pattern. That is not the same sweater. Yeah, I thought George Wilbur did really well. I don't want to hold 5 against Don Shanks because I don't know how much of that is actually his fault. Wait, he's on B. He's in the forest. What am I doing? I really like this 8-bit Halloween theme. That was a test shot? Why? I agree completely, Shredder. I thought I wouldn't even just say Halloween Kills. I'd say the entire David Gordon Green trilogy was just awful. Like, they go out of their way to say, oh yeah, Halloween 2 doesn't actually exist, but then you've got Laurie being completely paranoid when he actually only attacked her. Like, if Michael goes to the hospital and Halloween 2 is still part of that timeline, Laurie's extreme life-ruining paranoia makes a lot more sense. But why is she so certain he's going to come back if they're not related and he didn't actually follow her to the hospital? Like, to me, that doesn't make sense. And then End should have been Allison's movie, not more about Laurie. I have Laurie Strode fatigue. And yeah, then not only the wood chipper, but Corey's just beating Michael like he's nothing. Oh, there was a writer's strike? Yeah, that would explain a lot of that. Where the heck is he? Okay, he's on A this time. Are there any Lauries over by the cave to stop him? Yes, we have one Laurie. We have Laurie number 2. So let's mark Laurie. Like, I thought the ending to Halloween 2018 was awesome. Like, I thought that would have been a great ending for the trilogy itself. Because you're leaving Michael's fate up in the air, just like it was in the original Halloween. When Loomis looks out the window and Michael's gone. There's that whole evil never dies, it could be anywhere. And yeah, Michael's locked in a basement on fire, but you know that that's not gonna kill him. So I thought that, to me, that would have been an awesome place to end that trilogy. Yeah, exactly. Like, to me, that just, I can't. I'll always have that image of Michael being just basically looking like a useless, feeble old man. Like, you never had, with the exception of, like, the end of Friday 7, and maybe if you count when Jason was fighting KM and Jason X, Jason never looks that bad, and you're also looking, he's going against a android that was modified to fight and basically carry. So it's not really like you can see that happening. You can't see someone like Corey Cunningham just beating the crap out of Michael. Like, I know a lot of people didn't like H2O. I thought Lori was great in H2O. Like, I actually didn't mind Scout Taylor Compton's Lori. And the Rob Zombie Halloween 2 was, that was rough. But the first one, I mean, that followed the framework of the original for the most part. I like that. I didn't really care for all the Kid Michael stuff. And having Danielle Harris back is always a plus. Oh, Halloween Resurrection, that they definitely had some interesting ideas in there. I don't personally, wasn't a big fan of how they executed a lot of it, but it wasn't like bottom of the barrel like RZ2 or 5 or 6. Thanks, Lorelei. She stepped on the reset button as she got up. Cat, reset my game. Oh, what the heck? We'll start over and finish it. Wait, this... I want a better seed. Yeah, this'll do. Hopefully Lorelei won't do that again. She knows what she's doing too. Like, I fully believe that she intended to do that. Not really, but... Lorelei, did you step on the button? Oh, it's Lori. That's not the Lori I would have liked to be. Wait, what? Oh wait, no, it was Mark Lori. That's right, it was Mark Lori. So let's rush back and get the torch and get back to day 3. Let's say there should be a vitamin here. Lorelei's just giving me this smug look from over by the bed. She's laying down and she's just giving me this look like ha 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 ha. Okay, so he attacked... Oh, wait. So he's over by the cave. Let's bring Chrissy Laurie. Wait, Chrissy Laurie gets the torch. Oh, they share weapons. Well, that's interesting. I didn't realize that they'd share weapons. It's, not very exciting here. We've got, my wife's car is in the shop for the next 3 days. Well, we should be hopefully getting it back Thursday or Friday. And that is going to cost a fortune. But it's all good. Come on, Jason, hurry up. Hope your week's going well. Last night I was actually planning on doing a Super Metroid map rando. Had everything set up, all ready to go, and then my youngest daughter decided she wasn't gonna go to sleep until 8:30. I really like the Freddy vs. Jason ROM hack where you start with the pitchfork. Nothing quite like starting with the pitchfork to make the game go quickly. I did a speed run on that just to see if I could get a seed where I start right next to him, how quickly I could finish the game. Hey Andy, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Let's see, so he'll be on the forest route now. We've got the proper Laurie. I wonder if I can still catch him here. Yep. Get back here. Uh-oh. There we go, day one. This is a Halloween mod. They took Jason out, they swapped him with Michael Myers. Oh, everyone gets the sweater? Well, yeah, that would definitely make things quicker. Wouldn't have to worry about anything then. Hey CRPG, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yep, we're with Friday the 13th being on Friday, there's some discussion in the Friday the 13th speedrun community about doing some races or something again. Or if not races, then just like last time Cheeseball and I just hung out and played the game on a Discord call. So I'd like to do something related to Friday the 13th. We'll definitely be playing this on Friday, just not exactly sure when. Hopefully around normal start time, but even if the kids go to bed later, like I still, even if I'm not starting till 9 Central, I'll still be trying to do something for at least an hour. Ideally 2. Yeah, I do like purple. Purple Jason will always be a favorite of mine. But we were talking about Halloween. I'm like, oh, I should play the Halloween ROM hack again. And now I lost him. Well, not lost him. Is there anyone over here? Okay, he should be attacking Laura Laurie shortly. The children? What? Oh, I'm a moron. He was on B. I have no idea what I was thinking there. And now he's gonna fly through unless he gets blocked by a well-timed zombie. Nope. 43 and 33 seconds. That's when he'll pop up on the lake if he's not blocked. You probably could get this as a NES cart somewhere. I know there's a lot. Like, I have a couple ROM hack carts. Let's see. Like, I have a ROM hack cart of Mega Man and the Mushroom Kingdom. And where's the other one? And one of That Is the Wrong Game. And one of Rockman Exile. And I know I've seen different years of Tecmo Super Bowl. Like, they have Tecmo Super Bowl every season's rosters. I think I saw Tecmo Super Bowl 2015 at one of the local retro shops. Roby? Oh, the Friday the 13th series? I've never actually watched the Friday the 13th TV series. I've seen the stuff about it on Crystal Lake Memories. But yeah, if there's like, I've tried, as far as I'm aware, I've played every Friday the 13th ROM hack that exists at this point. Yeah, like for me, I use a ROM on my EverDrive. I have an EverDrive N8 Pro. So if he was just on B, he should be on A now. So assuming I'm not completely backwards, we'll just wait here. Okay, good. I do miss the cabin music here, though. I love the cabin theme. I have no idea what day it is. Okay, so this should be the end of whatever day we're on. Oh, geez, a random knife spawn. Got him. For me personally, I like the 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Just because those were the originals, and Rachel and Jamie are my two favorite Halloween characters. Unfortunately, neither of them get the ending they deserve, but I'd really like to see, like, they redid the Halloween 2018 with Halloween 2018. I'd love to see them do a continuation of Halloween 4 and bring back Danielle Harris and Ellie Cornell. I doubt they ever do that, but that's something I would personally like to see. I have no idea if Danielle and Ellie are even interested in doing that, but oh, YouTube ads going crazy. I don't really watch a lot of live streams on YouTube, but oh, hey Michael, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh, that's just a little it's a little watermark that I made. I can let's see, where is it? I can hit a button and turn it on and off if I want to. Like for speedrunning, it's recommended that you have like we actually had when I was still moderating Friday the 13th, someone went through and grabbed a really old video of PGH Guitar Guys before he was using a watermark, and they sped it up slightly, and then they were playing like some Polish song. And I only know it was Polish because they came in the Friday the 13th Discord, and they were talking, and their name was something Polish, but they tried to pass off one of his runs as their own, and they covered up his background music with this song. And that's why it's like you always want to have a watermark there so other people can't take your run and try to pass it off as their own, especially with speedrunning. Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you have any questions about Friday the 13th or how anything in the game works, I'm always happy to answer any questions anyone has about this game. I love to share what I know about it. Yeah, path A and B, technically A is when, like right now we call it A when he's going around by the cave. He'll go up, now he's going to go into the cave loop, he'll turn left and he'll kind of go up and around. He'll go clockwise well, if you're looking at the map, he goes clockwise, and then he'll go down and he'll come around, go to the bottom middle, go up, and then he always enters from the left side of the lake. And then B is he just cuts through the south forest, goes up the right side of the map, and then cuts through the north forest. It probably makes more sense to call it cave and forest route. That's what I've been trying to do on my own, just to give me a better idea of where he actually is. But I keep forgetting that because I've called him A and B for so long. But like in the cave loop here, Jason Michael moves to the left. In most areas of the map, he moves to the right. It's like even if he runs off the screen to the right, if you're fighting him on a path in the cave loop, if you're chasing him, you want to actually run to the left. Oh, this might be day 3. Was this day 3? Oh, it was day 3. Huh. I thought that was day 2. That would be awesome having Loomis in there. I know the, what do they call it? In the Wilford Brimley hack, they call him Dr. K. Gonna go back to get some of the good Friday the 13th music here. No, don't do it. In September the 27th, they called him Dr. K. No idea what that was, if it was like a Kellogg's reference or something. There. This is the better music. But yeah, they could use that sprite for Loomis. Maybe just add a... Well, I don't know. Yeah, they could. You're only limited to 3 colors in the sprites for the mug shots, but they should be able to just have that, like the hair color matching to make him a beard. It would be fun to have him have a 2x4. I know, like well, actually, let's go to the community hack here and see how that worked for PGH and Bedwa. Like something like this. Like you can just use the same color and you can still do facial hair that way. Yeah, I love this track. Like I don't know if I ever would have got as into this game as a kid as I did if it wasn't for the cabin theme. Like this theme, it somehow manages to be creepy, but still calming and soothing at the same time. And I don't know how whoever composed this managed to pull that off. But this is like one of the most underrated tracks in video game music, at least to me. Like, as far as best sound, you'd put, like, Mega Man 2, Journey to Silius, Over Horizon. At least as far as NES goes, those are probably, I'd say, the top 3, top to bottom. Like, just the full soundtracks in all 3 of those games are just incredible. But yeah, like, this track just, it works on so many levels. And I absolutely love. I've been trying to toy around with, like, for my start screen, I've got clips of me being bad at games, and I've been pondering, like, trying to do, like, some kind of animated scene that I make that's got this music playing in the background. There's only so many different ways you can kill Laura in, like, one animated scene, though.
Kill her!
Like, that wouldn't really fit. It'd have to be something well, something kind of like, where's the... Something more like this. Where they're in, where, like, with the Friday actually being in the cabin. Huh, yeah, the save room music in Resident Evil, I do have... Why have I never... I love the save room music, but I never really made that connection before. But yeah, they do have that same kind of... like, being creepy, but still really calming. Ah, heck, let's do a playthrough of the community hack before bed. Let's look down. And we are gonna be... Say, I was planning on going to... I gotta go to bed soon, but... Oh, geez, I picked myself. Well, let's pick someone else. Okay, we're Popcorn. This is a beautiful ROM hack made by Looking for Giants. It's got different people in the Friday the 13th community as playable characters. Oh, no, thanks for hanging out, CRPG. Hope you have a good night. Happy Wednesday, almost Friday the 13th. Oh, he's attacking giants. That's rude. There we go. Maybe I will play as me, why not? Oh, that is really far to get a torch. Yeah, Popcorn's right there. Let's get the torch with Popcorn. Oh, not a problem. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good night. Get a good night's sleep. Watch out for Freddy and, worst of all, Laura. I'd rather deal with Freddy than Laura. Alright, so... This moves so... Like, the speed of everyone... I like that everyone... The speed is max, the jumping height is max, so everybody can play as themselves without having to deal with your avatar having garbage stats. It's like normal... This is Debbie's slot for Popcorn, because he's big Debbie fan. And he'd have to always be going, like, moving so slow and everything, and that's not as exciting. But now anyone can do hitless path fights with their own character. I have no idea where Jason is right now. I think he was by the cave. Come on, Jason. There we go. One thing I gotta get used to is the increased speed, not jumping into an axe. Now here with the lake, since it's dusk, the crow will spawn right away, and if you scroll the screen to the left a little bit, if you're on the left side of the lake, the crow wants to spawn in front of you. So then you can just sit here and casually use the crow as a blockade to prevent Jason or zombies from spawning. We call that the buddy crow. It's how you get through the lake in hitless runs. And then at night, the crow will spawn after 2 zombies. And during the day, it's after 3, but there's such a long delay between zombie spawns where it's really not worth it. But see here, it's night. Scroll the screen a little bit to the left because I want to move to the right. 2 zombies, and here's my crow. And as long as you stay far enough away from the crow where it doesn't swoop down, you can just use it to make sure you don't hit zombies or Jason or anything. Alright, and who do we have down here? Alright, let's pass it to PGH. Give PGH some time in the sun. Jason's got his toothbrush. Let's see, and since PGH is not spawning items, I think we'll follow him into the forest. Every counselor has a different amount of kills they have to get on zombies before they'll start spawning items, but if you pass a torch, then you don't have to worry about that. So if we go here to the left and wait, we'll run into Jason again. There we go, day one. This is probably my favorite ROM hack for Friday the 13th, just because I'm a character in it. What the heck? I'll be me. He's gonna be going through the woods and running into PGH, so there's plenty of time. I really like the black, too. I'm very big on dark colors, if it wasn't obvious. Wait. Let's see if we can stop him before... I think this is one of the cab... Oh, no, he didn't backdoor. Very nice. That's one of the cabins that I... Well, usually I'm not playing... You're not playing with someone that has max speed. Like, with the ROM hack, the counselors actually run faster than Chrissy, Mark, or Laura would in the base game. So you can get around and catch Jason in places a lot easier. And I'm usually not waiting at that one spot for him when he comes out of the South Forest. Oh, no, it's also the one by the cave that he really backdoors in. Because Jason technically does go into the cave, you just can't encounter him there because of the pits and everything. There we go. Now we can get day 3. Okay, well, I'm still way over here. And there's no one left to stop Jason, so let's... Okay, we'll bring the torch over to Cheeseball. And Cheese can finish the game. Assuming I don't jump into a knife and lose it. Which also tends to happen sometimes. The knife when you're doing like hitless playthroughs, the knife is actually the biggest threat. Well, not the biggest. Like, I lose more runs to zombies than I do to Jason in hitless runs. And then also more runs to running into a knife that's, like, appears while I'm trying to jump. Because items, once you've got enough kills, they'll spawn when you jump. And you're sitting there trying to set it up, you keep jumping back and forth over Jason on path fights, but when you've got a knife that spawns in your path, then you've also got to deal with trying to dodge the knife, or do you take the knife and try to get another torch, just to get it out of the way so you don't take a hit. And I never do that. I always end up trying to avoid the knife and Jason, and it doesn't work out well. I gotta be careful here. I was gonna say, are we fighting to the death? Okay, good. We're gonna switch back to me here just because I don't want to end up killing Cheese. And there we go, Friday the 13th community ROM hack. Same ending, but... Is he really dead? We're not telling. And I think that will be all for tonight. Thanks for the GGs, Chris. have to go to bed and get up for work in about 6.5 hours. Big fun. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out tonight, everyone. I hope everyone has a great night. Stay safe, get a good night's sleep. Well, like I said, I will definitely be back playing this game on Friday as soon as the kids go to bed. Hopefully that'll be around 8 Central Time, but unless something catastrophic happens, if it's 8:30, 9, I definitely plan on being here doing something because it's a great holiday. It's Friday the 13th. And I need to be playing Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. That's just how it has to go. But yeah, thanks again, everyone. I hope you all have a great night, and we will hopefully see you next time.